I'm Lachlan Watson.
I'm Guillermo Diaz.
Hi, I'm Marsha Stephanie Blake.
Yo, what's up? I'm Asante Black.
I'm Peter Scandavino.
Hi, I'm Lovey Simone.
Hi, I'm Max, and this is Social Distance from A to Z.
The A is for astonishing. I think it's pretty astonishing the way that we pulled this off.
The letter is B. Now, B for me represents the character from Transformers, Bumblebee, and that is because the writer-producer, Tara Herman, as an incentive for my son Leo, who plays my son on the show, as an incentive for him to say his lines, she said she was going to buy him a Bumblebee costume. So every day he would ask me, where's my Bumblebee costume? Where's my Bumblebee costume? And then finally on the last day, it showed up, and he's pretty much not taken it off since.
C is for computers, which is how the family on Social Distance communicate. When computers first were created, people thought, oh, it's just a fad. But it's not a fad. They're still with us today, and they are our friends.
D is for distance, because, duh. We shot the whole thing from a social distance, and I think that's pretty darn cool.
E is for
etiquette, like Zoom etiquette. I don't know what etiquette is.
no kidding.
F is for I forgot to wash my hands after receiving my shipment of Premiere magazines from 1998.
G, go and watch Social Distance, October 15th. Pretty please.
The letter H. H makes me think of home. Home is where the heart is.
I is for inside, which is where the characters in Social Distance are living most of their lives now. Inside, we all are. If there's a part of your house that you're not familiar with, I suggest you go and explore it, because we're all inside.
J is for Jessica. Alba. I'm working my way through her body of work. Tonight I'm watching Honey. Still have a long ways to go.
K is for khakis. Me and my dad, we had to wear these very, very hot khakis in the blazing sun while we were moving props around and expending our emotional energy while we were acting. So I'll never forget those khakis. I'm pretty sure I got them in my closet right here.
L is for Lachlan Watson, who also stars in Social Distance. I can't wait to see their episode. And we also share the same amazing stylist.
M is for makeup, since we all had to do our own makeup, and I spent about an hour on mine every morning, every single day on set, but I got really good at winged eyeliner, so it was worth it.
N has got to stand for Nick Sandow. Nick was the director of my episode of Social Distance, and he brought me in to the project, and he was somebody that I'd worked with once before, but it was great to work with him on this show, and he really helped me along, and he listened to all the frustrations and all the things that came up with trying to do this remotely. I didn't know how to set anything up. I'm basically technologically illiterate, and this kind of strained me. So he was there for all my complaints, and he walked me through the process, and I'm super grateful to Nick for bringing me into this.
O, being able to go outside and the limitations on that.
P is for provocative or provoke. I think that both the main characters in this episode, Corey and John, they try to provoke each other a little bit towards the end, just because, they don't necessarily agree on, their viewpoints. You'll see what I'm talking about once you actually watch Social Distance on Netflix on October 15th. But, there's a little provoking going on,
Q is for quiet.
So the letter R has got to stand for rewards. If you want to get a 4-year-old to act, you have to give them rewards.
S. S makes me think about sofrito, which is sort of a Latino concoction. It's sort of a kind of a base to a lot of dishes. And it's got onions, green pepper, garlic, salt, pepper, my parents used to actually make us sofrito sandwiches, and they were freaking delicious. And our episode is about a Latino family, so sofrito. It reminds me of sofrito, the letter S.
T is for Tuck. That was a character on Altered Carbon. I think Netflix canceled that show. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
U is for unity. Yeah, because even though we shot it over Zoom and we were all so far apart, it really felt like we were all united together. Like a big happy family.
V is for vegetable. My character Miguel in the episodes of Social Distance, which I'm in, is trying to better himself. He's meditating. Part of bettering yourself is eating vegetables. V is for vegetable.
W standing for working from home. Very different, very cool.
X. X makes me think about a xylophone, which is an instrument. And in our episode, 2 of the family members actually play a little tune on clarinets. And clarinets are also an instrument. So X reminds me of xylophone, which reminds me of the clarinets that 2 of our characters play in our episode.
Y stands for YOLO. Yeah, you only live once, man. This was the opportunity of a lifetime.
Z is for Zoom, because I wish I had bought their stock back in February.
And that is the alphabet according to Social Distance.